Let's talk sand beds. Let's get. Where's everybody in here? Volume's up. Let's get. Watch out. Ooh, almost got you. What's up? Yeah. So, let's see who comes in here. Nobody, huh? Yeah. Me personally, half-inch sand bed in spots. Well, where is everyone? Oh man. Ooh, Jesus. So where is everyone at? Why do we have no sand versus sand? Well, yeah, me too. I have sand because my wrasses like to hide in it or sleep in it, live in it, whatever. But I can't have. You got to have just the right amount of flow, or else it blows around. Or you got to have rocks and spots that can I got a lot of sand in the front that's gone. So nowadays people are doing no sand, but then you can't have wrasses because a lot of them want to sleep inside the sand. Yeah, I'm almost debating on if I should push all my sand like to one side to train the wrasses to like not one side, but you know what I mean, push it up against the rocks and then have bare bottom up front. I mean, I don't have that much sand to begin with, but can't have high flow. It falls on my chalices. It's a pain. Well, bare bottom, in my opinion, looks pretty good after it's like all coralline algae and got like things growing on there and little like feather dusters and I think it looks good, but yeah, just trying to get it there. But each their own. I mean, I've always had sand. I like sand, but now that I have my colonies are getting bigger and bigger, it's like they're requiring more and more flow, and it's like all my LPS, I'm gonna have to get rid of them. I've seen some really sharp bare bottom tanks. I ain't gonna lie. I think Worldwide Corals they do all bare bottom. Jason Fox does bare bottom. I'm sure you guys, Jay Carey's got a few. There's it's starting to be a fish of hex. Like I think it's all in what you want, I guess. Sand gives it the cosmetic look that it's a true reef. In my 240, I only got one bag of 40 pounds of what is that, like Caribbean reef sand or the live sand. So it's not much, but I'm almost debating on if I should siphon most of it out. Your sump getting all coralline algae up, or you got a light under there, don't you, Tina? I think that's what I bought. I think. I'm so tired. Carib Sea, yeah. That's what I got. But with the three MP40s and two BB8s or whatever they're called, the Jabos, I turned them off, the BB8s, and I got an awesome wave motion now with my MP40s. I can get a real nice, realistic ocean wave from the side and the front to back motion. It's pretty cool. And my sand is just all over the place. It's almost like I have to buy a little bit thicker. Yeah, your Chaeto usually will melt away if you ain't got enough food, or once you get your tank established more, you'll be able to put that in there. And I got more Chaeto than I know what to do with. I bring a 5 gallon bucket to my LFS like every 3 weeks. Yeah, once you put more fish or more corals and start feeding more, and you see those nitrates go up, put some Chaeto in there and it'll actually I turned off my biopellet reactor about 3 days ago. I think my water is too clean. Um, the test kit that I have is not even registering. It says 0, which it probably isn't, but I want my nitrates to be around 5, 4, and because I have way too much Chaeto. So with the biopellets and the Chaeto and the Calerpa, and it's just tank is just way too clean. I want to see how that works now that the nitrates will climb a little bit. Right. I see you got 20. So yeah, and I bet you if you put Chaeto in there, it'll be fine for a little bit and then it just melts away because then it has no more nutrients to feed on. I'm actually thinking about pulling some Chaeto out and just starting all the way, not all the way, but take about half of it, get rid of it. So that'll help raise my nitrates and then try to find that happy medium. I think nitrates aren't really a huge factor when it comes to SPS or because softies, LPS, they like higher nitrates, but I mean, there's people out there that have gorgeous fish tanks that have 80 and 90 and whatever nitrates, and their corals are doing wonderful. I think it's just how do I say it? That if they want to live, they want to live. It's an excessive food source for them. So to get the better color and all that, I think you do need to have it in between. I say 4 and 10, 4 and 9, 8. You get a better. It's just enough food, but ain't too much, and then your phosphates those should be lower, like around. I don't know what people say. Me, I shoot for like an even number, 5 and 10, 5 phosphate, 10 nitrate, and just try to stick around there, stabilize it, and just keep it. But depending on what food you use, stuff like that, it's gonna go up and down, up and down, up and down. Oh, let's see here. Throw these away now. What? What? I don't care. Got a nice wave action going on in there. He's calling people. Why? What's going on, Rip? What's up, Briefing with O? Hey. Just doing a little maintenance here. Yeah, I've been working a lot. I haven't had time to get on and do anything, and uh, I'm doing good, man. Just trying to move up that ladder at work, you know? Trying to become that assistant manager. Got to do all the do's and don'ts and the things I don't want to do and show them that I'm committed, you know? Like I buy more fish stuff. I kind of made my stand a little rustic looking while I was off and doing whatever. I painted it like with like a primer to give it that rustic old look. Pretty cool, man. But yeah, I had to shut my bio pellets off. I got way too much Chaeto and Calearpa and stuff, and with the bio pellets, I don't have very many in there, but my LPS and stuff are. I think I'm starving them a little bit, so I turned that off a few days ago to see if that'll make everything look a little bit healthier and bring up my nitrates a little bit. What's going on, Joe? Joe's cook. It's right here. My girlfriend is sleeping beside me. Oh, you're cool, man. My camera on this laptop sucks because my water does not look like that. I mean, it's blue, but it looks so much better in person. I got them nice waves going too. I think I'm gonna let my coralline algae grow all on the back I've been scraping it. And it's just now the corals are getting too big, and I'm breaking pieces off. And yeah, I got 3 MP40s, and I got it set to where it looks like those waves are pretty. Yeah, they're pretty good. And my corals are loving it. They all think I'm gonna feed them right now. Clean up the phone, Jake. Oh yeah, my copper band is like, I don't know. There's just something about them. I just love them and love. I love that fish. I mean, I got a Bauer Banky coral in my refugium that I got an awesome price on. It's still living, doing decent, and I won't get rid of my copper band, but I won't get rid of that coral either, obviously. And every time I put the coral in there, he goes right for it. So um, he's just an awesome fish, man. I'm so happy I got him, but now he's a pain. He's a pain. I mean, he's got great personality, but he eats anything you throw in there. I mean, he's healthy, but he just does not like that Bauer Banky. If I put that coral in there, he will go right after it. But he hasn't picked on any other corals, though. It's crazy. I have other acans in there, and he doesn't touch them. I don't know if it's because they were in there before I got them. My yellow chorus wrasse, too. I mean, I've had him since it was a baby. It was probably maybe an inch and a half long. It's pushing 3.5 probably right now. I haven't not lost any fish that I've paid for except for my macaque flasher wrasses, which they all jumped out. I don't understand how because I had screens on there, but they did. And other than that, I think I lost one Springer damsel due to I think the other ones were picking on them. But I've been very fortunate in this hobby so far. I mean, I've lost a few corals here and there, but just frags of me clipping and trying to save. But other than that, I'm good. But back to the butterflies, man. They're awesome. Daddy, I have a butterfly. I have a butterfly. Yeah, that's another thing too. I mean, O says he had his, and it was he has what, a 120 or something, or a 75 or a 90, I forget. And he said his copper band was fine, but they generally speaking, you know, like they like bigger tank so they can swim and not feel threatened. And yeah, he's just an all-around trooper, man. He's never showed any signs of stress. Uh, some people can't keep him though. That's crazy. I mean, like I said, I've had my cleaner wrasse, the blue streak wrasse. I've had him for almost 3 years now. He eats nori like he's on a salad bar, and I've had him 3 years. I've had him in my 120, transferred him over. I mean, he's mean. You put your hand in there, he'll peck the hell out of you. Oh, that sucks, Rip. Yeah, I know. When I was wondering where my flasher wrasses were. I'm like, I don't see them on the top. But they got to be in there, or did they die and they got eaten? You know. Next thing you know, I was doing some maintenance underneath the stand, and I happened to see them against the tank in the back. But yeah, it ain't nothing worse than having your fish jump out of your tank, you know. Yeah, I got a nice selection of fish too. I mean, it's not overly crowded, but it's everywhere you look. There's somebody swimming. There's somebody cruising along. Those chalices that I had. Oh, that's cool. Tunneling in the sand. Um, the chalices that I got from the LFS, I gave them to one of my buddy because he has a more of a LPS tank. I only kept a couple, and they weren't doing too good. So, and I think that's due to my nitrates being so low that um, I checked all my parameters. My alkalinity is 8.6. My nitrates were 0. Not copper. Calcium was 430 or 440. 430, I think. So it was within the natural C, and I don't put that in there. It's for my calcium reactor. Magnesium was right on point, 13 something. And so I think it's more of a nutrients. I have too many plant life, and running a biopellet reactor is just I can't feed enough, you know.
No, don't put the page on 50. Go over there.
My sand bed, I only have in this. My tank is 240. It's 2 by 7 foot, and I only got 1 pound, one bag of 40 pounds in there. Of course, I had all the rock in first, and then I added the sand. But I have a lot of bare spots, and it seems like I don't have a. I don't know if I want to take it all out or leave it just around. Take it out just in the front, so I could possibly add more flow if I need to be because my colonies are getting big. But other than that, I mean, I was just curious because a lot of people now are taking the sand out so they can put more flow. But there's still a lot of us out there that like a lot of sand, like 2 to 3 inch sand bed. which is not bad because it's worked how many years. But I was just curious of who's still doing that or who's deciding maybe on going bare bottom versus have sand. Um, I know if you don't have sand, you're not gonna be able to get sand dwellers like certain wrasses that live there, um, certain crabs, certain things that need the sand sifting starfish. Nefarious snails that like to bury themselves. So I guess it's all depends on what people really want. I think deep sand beds are cool, but when people start seeing the way they look on the sides, like I painted a blue streak on mine, um, on my tank, so that it discolors and looks goofy. People tend to want to disturb that, and when they disturb that sand bed, now you have a whole horse of another color, and you got now you're dealing with anaerobic, aerobic, and different gases and different bacteria that could taint your water. So you guys, a lot of people say, "Well, I don't like that. I was just going to try to clean that." Well, once you disturb that and release those gases, now you got a problem. Yeah, I think as long as I guess you gotta, like, I don't know how to say it. Like, if your sand is that messed up or doesn't look right, or you got diatoms on the top, I mean, I guess you could slightly stir the top real slow, and it'll kind of like make it look brand new. But from the side view and the front view, you're not going to be able to disturb that. I guess I don't know too much about it, but hey, come here. You go to the bathroom. Yeah, I got tons of macroalgae. My sand, actually, I was about to scrape that. I wanted to see what the sides and the bottom. But I have tons of like worms and stuff like that. I mean, I don't dislike the sand because I do have my chorus wrasse that loves it. I'm just finding that the more I add of movement to my water, the sand is actually picking up and it's blowing on some of my. I got some like sunset Montes and rainbow Montes and Supermans and a little bit of designer monocaps, and sometimes the sand gets on them, and I got to go in there and make sure I blow them off. Never even heard of turtle grass. No. All right. Yeah, because underneath here, I mean, I cleaned out my moving my camera over. That little tank in the back, I got my sea urchin and my bower bane, but that thing was filled with caulerpa, which I took all that out and put it underneath. So now I have my caulerpa is all underneath with my chaeto. I have, like I said, I got like multi stages. So Yeah, I got, so that tank flows into this one, that one flows into that one, and it's like macroalgae. That light stays on pretty much 24 hours a day. I tried to turn it off to give my Bauer Banky a break. Still doing great. So it cleans it there. I got pipe fish in this tank, and they're doing awesome. And then that goes from in there into here. The drain is all the way to the left. It has to come through all that Chaeto, and now I have Caulerpa in there. That light stays on 24/7. Flows into here, and then drains into there, and it comes through all the Chaeto and Caulerpa there, and before it goes back up into the display. So um, I don't have no algae in my tank. I don't have no algae in my system. Um, well, yeah, that's cool. Like the Caulerpa I have has that too, where there's like it runs like long shoots, and then it has like little roots that come in and they start clipping onto stuff. So a lot of that is like they're like all those roots. They're like little balls of roots, and they help filter feed everything. So I mean, I've been very fortunate. I mean, I very rarely have to clean my glass. I mean, I got Coraline, but the system is running pretty probably 80%, 85% flawlessly right now. You know what I mean? I can't say 100%. I mean, everything's still living, but I still think I think it could be just tweaked a little bit more. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but yeah. And then when that goes back up into the system, like I was telling you before, Rip, that goes back up, but then it tees off and goes back into this system, and then it starts the system all over. So I'm getting like a double. My water gets cleaned probably every hour. The water's getting cleaned probably 3 times more than it would do if it was just going straight up, coming down and over, just into that system. So I have two more cleaners. How would you say? I got two more compartments to do a little bit dirty work for me, on top of like all of the copepods and all that stuff. Self sustaining feeders for all my for everything. You know, I mean, I got at nighttime. You got to see my display, like all the copepods when they come out and everything. That's what I'm gonna do with my Miracle Mud. That's all Miracle Mud in the first stage, and I'm gonna buy another like two bags. So I'll have a total of what I got 34. I'll have 50 pounds of Miracle Mud just in this 38-gallon tank next to me. So I'll have probably another. I'll have one. Right now I got what one like 2.5 inch bed. So if I add another two bags, I'll probably have like a 4 inch Miracle Mud um, sand bed type mud bed, if you want to call it. Um, I have probably 100 pounds of live rock in this big sump, probably about 20 pounds in the next one, and probably 30 pounds of live rock in that one. So I have, you know, plus not including what's inside. So my system is probably running with what, three. I probably got about 450 pounds of live rock, I would say. Yeah, I want to fill my first refugium with probably a 4 or 5 inch Miracle Mud base. Instead of taking it out, because they said you can grab. I added it and now I'm letting it mature. Instead of taking it out, I'm gonna add more fresh, so that'll season it and just keep doing that. So if I add another 2 bags, I'll have 50 pounds of just Miracle Mud just in that section. Um, but I probably am running, I bet you, somewhere around 400 pounds of live rock, I would say. No, I'm not going to cover my Miracle Mud with sand. No, I got sand on the bottom. I have like a very thin layer of sand, like crushed coral sand on the bottom, just to kind of give it a little aeration. And then I put 3 bags of Miracle Mud in there. And now I'm gonna go ahead and, I mean, I want that tank right there to look all nasty, and not nasty, but I want it to look like I went deep sea diving and just took that all out of the ocean. So I want it to look kind of crazy and wild, I do have a sea urchin in there. I had a bunch of soft corals in there. I took those out yesterday and put them in the main display, give me a little bit more movement. But I also run 36 and 9. I run a 45. I run two UV sterilizers, and that's probably close to 50 watts on my system, because I got a 36 and a 9, so 40 something watts of UV. I'm not sure, man. How deep is your sand bed there?
Hey, Mike, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I jumped in.
What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up? I don't know. I don't think I can stay on for too long. Maybe just 10 or 15 minutes, just to shoot the shit a little bit. But because it's nighttime here, so.
Oh, yeah.
You
should be catching up on some Z's, man.
I'm good. I was so busy these past couple of weeks. So, yeah, I like your idea of the crushed coral and then covering it with Miracle Mud. Hey, what's up, Bo?
Hey, I'm working, DM, so I'm just gonna listen to you in the background, but I'll talk when I can,
Right on.
I do computer work, so it's marketing, so it's the most boring job on the planet, spreadsheets. So
I get to see you again, old man.
Yeah, the Miracle Mud. I mean, like I said, I've been fortunate, and I haven't had. I'm not one to tinker and keep changing things. There's enough people out there that are doing that, so I just do what works for me, and I haven't had any problems so far. You know what I mean? So it's like everything is running, like I said, flawlessly, pretty much. With the mud, the Miracle Mud, and me putting that crushed coral on the bottom, just kind of keeps that stuff elevated a little bit to get, water is still underneath there, and it gives it a little room to maneuver, or what will you aerate the mud a little bit for me.
you have Miracle.
I have Miracle Mud in my bar refugium, the 38-gallon. It's got 30 pounds in there, but I have crushed coral about, I'd say, a ½ inch on the very bottom of that before I even put the mud in. And
I like Miracle Mud. The trace element stuff, I mean, that stuff is hard to measure. However, in my experience, though, if you're looking to grow pods, I don't have Miracle Mud in my sump now because I probably should have thought about it. before I started the sump. But if you're looking for like the proper sand bed, the proper substrate to get microfauna, I think Miracle Mud wins for me hands down. So because I think that's, other than lights and equipment, I think that's the one thing I've experimented with a lot. Since I've been in the hobby, I've gone deep sand bed, shallow sand bed, deep sand bed with crushed coral, deep sand bed with fine grain, deep sand bed with coarse grain, deep sand bed mixed grain. I've done all of that in the sump too. And there is something when you have that Miracle Mud. It doesn't matter if it's an inch or a half inch. There's something when you have that Miracle Mud in that sump, man. Like the microfauna, just like, I don't know if they eat it or it's for. I used to read this guy who was like a big endorser of sand bed. He was a doctor. He did research, Dr. Ron Shimek, and he wrote a bunch of books about deep sand beds. But the thing he always said is the copepods and some of the microfauna, the substrate size is what allows them to breed. Like their population really depends on a lot of the substrate size. So I really think the Miracle Mud, just for that, whatever it is, substrate size or they eat it, but you always see an explosion. I had 2 mandarins. I now have 1, but I had 2 mandarins in a 75-gallon, and none of them ate frozen. And to me, there was no reason why. And one of the reasons why I was able to keep 2 mandarins in a 75, well fed and growing for more than a year, almost 2 years, was because for almost a year, Miracle Mud. And it was like a 3 or 4 gallon refugium. It wasn't, but whenever you would put your hand in it, like you could almost grab them up. I would just take some Cheeto out of the refugium and shake it off in the display, and the wrasses would go crazy because of the amount of pods that came out of it. So I love Miracle Mud for that.
Yeah, no, I believe that wholehearted 100%. So my theory was when I did mine, I put Miracle Mud here, so all my microfauna, which now I have pipefish, so they're eating them, but they're healthy, they're living. I don't feed them, I don't pay attention to them, I don't do anything, but that they breed in there. Whenever they don't get consumed, overflows into this bottom little like 10-gallon, 15-gallon Rubbermaid tote that I built. So now all that microfauna is going into there, breeding even more. I have rubble and Chaeto and Caulerpa, whatever. They breed there. Then they overflow into my big sump. And then from that sump, they breed and do whatever or walk around, whatever they want to do. And then they get caught up with the return pump. And then some of them get put back into the main display, and some of them go back to the very first stage where they can rejuvenate themselves again. And it's been working. Like at nighttime when I shut my tank lights off or I have just a moonlight, you got to see my copepods are freaking huge. I mean, I'm talking 1/4 inch, if not bigger.
Yeah, you could see some big suckers there. The copepods, the amphipods, bristleworms.
Yeah, the ones that are shaped like a horseshoe.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, the ones that curl up. Yeah.
They got they move. I mean, you got to see that. They got like little claws and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, it's crazy.
I know.
And
I got a 10. I think that's why one of my mandarins died, because when I changed the sump, I don't think there was food for 2.
Right.
But the thing is, now I had them sexed. The reason why I don't put another mandarin in is I had them sexed. So I had a pair, and now there's no way for me to tell if I have a male left or a female. So I don't want to cause any issues. So I just left,
Yeah, you put a male in there to be duking it out. And
I know Haley has like a mated pair of mandarins, and they always do this dance when you have like a mated pair when they're breeding. That's awesome. I would love that, but I think at this point in time, it's a little too late for that. But I'm happy with one.
No, yeah, they're cool. I mean, I got the pipefish just on a whim, just because I didn't think they would survive, because they're probably wild caught, and they are. I got 2 in there. You could once in a while you'll see them pop out, but they live within the rubble. But when I got them, they were tiny, tiny. Like super thin. Now they're starting to get colored. The one's got like a pink tail or a reddish tail with a red snoot, and they're living. I mean, it's just like you said, that Miracle Mud, something with it. It's just
microphone.
Yeah, I got that. I love the way I got it set up to where the first stage, I call it, eventually we'll make it all the way to the last stage. But then by the time it gets through to the sump or the pump to go back up into the display or whatever, I got a T. So some of that, the babies, the adults, whatever, will make their way back to the first stage again to start the whole process all over again. So it's just constantly redoing it. So I got my own food source. So I ain't never gonna have to worry about feeding my pipefish, because eventually some of these fauna is gonna make its way back there. So they are constantly on the hunt for food, and it's just, I think I did a pretty good job for something that I didn't even know what I was doing, but it's working. You know what I mean?
I got a question about your so right now, my big project. So I got two big projects. I think I put out a video a couple, like last week. My Apex failed. I'm finally back up and running. But my new project, kind of related to that, is I'm taking these gyres off. Because the way I had my gyres, I had them running from the Apex, where the Apex was controlling them. So I travel a week a month now, and I think, of course, everything breaks when you're traveling. And my wife had to go through a bunch of trouble to hook stuff up. So my project now is I'm taking these gyres off. I think I'm finished with them. I think they require a little bit too much maintenance, and I don't want to be. I love my Apex, and I'm a tech guy, but basically I'm putting my MP4. I'm putting MP40s on. I know you're running MPs, man. So give me the lowdown. Like, do you love them? Like.
Yeah, I actually I got the Reef Link, as you probably know. So I got one in the back. I got one on each side, and then I got them to where, I mean, if you could see, I know my camera isn't the best, but I mean, I have a wave motion where
I see it.
It is crazy. Like, but I have it set to where it's on a pulse mode. But I went to live demo, and I went to wave, and I kind of figured it out. So my pulse is at 315 per second, or whatever you want to go. It's 315, and I run them at and I run them at 65 for the back and 70% on the sides. But I also run in a 7-foot tank, so I had to turn them up a little bit more. But it seems like between 60 and 70, I get the best wave. And it's, what'd you say?
You have 3 MP40s on the tank.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna put 2. I was a little worried.
Now 2 will give you that swishing back and forth, because when you sync them together, they go like this. But mine, I have the middle one where it's by itself. So I got this, but then I got this. I can't do it, but it goes this way and this way. So I got the real, like, it's almost like a rocking motion. So it almost mimics like if you were on the lake or the ocean. If you look at it, it's rocking side to side and lengthwise.
All right. I was thinking of putting both of them on one side. Right?
Yep.
Putting both of them on one side, and then putting a smaller pump. Like, the problem I had is I put my tank too close to the wall where I can't put an MP40 behind it.
Okay.
So I was thinking of putting like maybe a Tunzi or something behind there on the other side. So, like, for instance, on the left side of the tank where you are now, I would put the 2 MP40s like blasting the other side, and the SPS are on the left side, so they'll get a lot of the flow. And the LPS and the softies are on the right side, so the flow will be, lower on that side. And then on the back of the right side, put a pump with a smaller magnet on that side.
Right. The Jabo BB8s, I took the one out, but I have that one, which is running right now too. But the magnet is very thin, but that pulsating for what I have it set at 65, 70% at 3.316 per second for it to turn on and off.
Yeah.
When I turn that BB8 on, that pulsing action at 100%, like when you turn the dial on the BB8, is almost
the exact same turn on rate for the MP40s. So that gives me just a little extra movement, but you could put one of those on the back. But I mean, it does stick out a little bit. You know what I mean? The pump itself is, you know, so big. You ain't gonna notice it by looking straight at it, but if you were to look from the side, you would see that in your system. You know what I mean? It would kind of, you know, I don't know if it's a cosmetic thing or a parent's thing.
Yeah, I mean, what's the name doesn't fit on. Let me see how thick my glass is.
Your glass first, what is that, a 75, 90?
Yeah.
Probably 3/8, right?
Half inch.
Half inch.
MP10 wouldn't fit on the back glass, half inch, right?
Depends. No, well, I mean, it's close. I bet you it's, well, how much space do you have in the back? Like, do you?
MP10 could fit back there, not an MP40.
Yeah, an MP10, you just have to set your, set the thickness of the pump. You know, you turn it and interlock it.
Man, it says 3/8 is the, oh man, 3/8 is the largest it's supposed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look, and it's cool too, the wave, I was always blasting these, and I've been farting around. I'm not a tech guy, like kind of like how you are, because I know you like to, you got like every gadget, but I was trying to figure out how to get this wave mode to where it's strong but gentle at the same time. So everything in there, it'll move, but then it slightly pauses for like a second, and then it'll move again. Like it's not constantly blasting or swirls or anything. So it actually mimics if you were probably under the water, say 40 feet down, how the current is just moving and then it slows and then it moves and it slows because of the wave motion. That's what I was trying to get at, and I'm liking it. My corals love it. When I feed, the sweepers are out like nobody's business with this type of wave back and forth, side to side thing.
Yeah, I really like it. It's got its waves going.
Yeah, I'm really digging it. Like, and they're pretty high too. I mean, my waves are probably going up. I mean, they're hitting the surface. Thank God I got flat, the edge all the way around and in the center, or else I would have water coming out of the top, you know. It is sick though, yeah.
Don't they have bigger magnets though for the even for the thicker glass, even though it's at 10? Like, don't they have the bigger? Didn't I hear somewhere that they have thicker magnets?
I don't know. I wonder if Ecotech makes the wets or the dry side. If you can put, I wonder that.
Wait, say that again. I missed that.
I thought I heard somewhere that they have the thicker, like the magnets for the thicker glass. Not thicker magnets. I mean magnets for thicker glass. Like even though it's a small pump, it's a 10. MP10, like you can outfit it with a thicker magnet to accommodate like half-inch glass, like you were saying. Didn't I hear that somewhere? Or am I completely out?
If there is, though, I'm
pretty sure I heard that.
Johnny, come here.
Oh, this guy. Oh, people say they use it. Oh, people say they use it. It's just that if it gets bumped, it's but there's ways you can
It'll fall off, right?
Yeah. Oh, you know what, man? I'm going to. You know what? I want to try it before I do it. I want to try. I want to see if I can try it before I do it. I'm gonna see if I can borrow. This is gonna sound weird. but I want to see if I can borrow an MP10 from somebody. Maybe I
And you totally should. You totally should, because you don't know how it's going to work on your tank. But I'm relatively sure that I heard that the new MP10s, maybe it's the new MP10s that have the thicker magnets, the magnets that can accommodate the thicker glass. Pretty sure I heard that. Maybe check it out, but like I'm almost sure I heard that.
Turn on my metal helix, please.
Yeah, I think in the forums people are saying, yeah, it works. It's just that
No, just fine. Just leave them.
it's just that you have to secure it.
Turn on my lights.
That is going to bump off quickly. Easy. You know what? I think I'm going to try it. I want to borrow it from someone first to try it. And we'll see.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
Good idea.
Yeah, if that could work, then it'll be awesome for me because I can get one at a good deal.
Yeah, MP. I mean, you'll see, man. I'm telling you, because I know you got a little bit. You probably wouldn't even need your MP40s to be that high. You can play with it, but I have it. Like I said, I have it at for this size tank, the 3.315 seconds, because you can go 2 seconds all the way down to like 0.001 or whatever it is, or off. I forget exactly on the Reflink, but I set that for both of them. They're all same, and then in-sync 2 of them together. And I put the back one by itself, and you'll be amazed how much. Like, you might only have to have yours at like 40%, and say, I mean, I'm sure that dialed in it might be a little bit different, but you'll see. That, I mean, if I wanted to, I can have these waves like completely come out of the water. Like, I can drain my tank if I wanted to.
Yeah, I've used MP10s before. In fact, at one point I had
Give them a cookie.
I've had MP40s on this tank, but I think the gyre, it's just that right now I'm building in redundancy because the way I'm running the gyres now, if the controller dies.
The gyre, though, I like them, but it's just doing a circle motion. I mean, you can pulsate them, but it doesn't mimic ocean water.
Yeah, I use like a flow that BRS does. I do like them, but you have to clean them about every 2 months because they require a bit more maintenance. For me, yeah, they require a bit more maintenance. Like now they haven't been cleaned in about 3 months, and I would say they're down about 40% power. And you know, the MP40, the Vortec pumps, just allows you to be a little bit more lazy, where I could buy an extra wet side and just swap the wet side and clean them. Also, cleaning a wet side is way easier than cleaning like a gyre, because a gyre, you have to take it apart. It has little intricate parts.
The MP40 comes apart like just click, click, and you're done.
If you're running 3 or 4, man, all you do is just take one off, swap it with a clean one, put the one in vinegar for a couple hours, clean, swap it back to a different one, and within if you're home for a couple hours, if you spend 10 minutes every hour, in 4 hours you could have 3-4 pumps clean.
Yeah, I want to buy 3 new wet sides, so I have them on call. So if something's dirty, I take that out, give it a vinegar bath, put that one in, I'm done. Let it soak. Take, like you're saying, drop throughout the day, clean it, do whatever, let it dry, done. Just take all 3 off, put all 3 in, and just take my time and clean them. I want to have 3 on reserve at all times. That's my goal anyways.
Yeah, I just want to have 1 on reserve. I think that's good enough for me because I could always swap it. But it's just the gyre. It's cool. I like it. I really do like it. But with me traveling, I don't think it's wise to leave my wife with a gyre, you know. Because the last time my tank went down, she had to, you know, she was going to work and I had her scrambling, hooking up pumps and stuff. And I don't want to go where I'm on vacation or she's at work, but she works at night. So it could be next time, if the timing isn't perfect, it could be 24 hours before she realizes or she's able to, because, you know, when she comes home from work at 4 a.m., I think it's unfair to go ask her to plug in a power head and swap stuff. And so, yeah, I'm just trying to, you know, redundancy, just trying to, yeah,
it's
just
a killer wave, dude.
yeah, I like it.
And it's all spiked, and it's not the same either, because it's almost it self randoms itself, because you know it goes and it's going, and then eventually you'll see there's a pattern, but it takes a while for it to come back. Like when the water hits the surface of my bracing on top of this tank, you'll see it'll hit it, and then it'll take about another, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 minutes before it comes back around, and then it does it again. So it's constantly doing different things because the fish are moving, the fish are swimming, you know, they're changing the flow a little bit, and it causes it to do different things. So it's pretty, and everything is just gingerly like flowing. It's just like, I love it.
Send me a picture.
Hey guys, this is
Hey, what's up, Tim?
Hey, I was just gonna. I don't have too much time. I was going to join the conversation on the gyres and the MP40s.
Hey,
I've.
Can't barely hear them.
Yeah, the volume is very low.
Hey, let me try something different here.
you could turn them up. DM, just go into in Hangouts, go into the control room, and I think you can turn his volume up.
Okay, I'm in Hangouts, and then I go,
Can you hear me better now?
yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit.
All right. Anyway, yeah, I go. Well, for a while, I was going back and forth on between the gyres, or using either the gyres or the MP40s, and I finally just settled back into the MP40s. The quiet drive, my MP40 quiet drive, it's just dead quiet, you know. For one thing, it just is, and I like the, you know, with the control you have with the Wi-Fi on the Ecotech, and also, like you're just talking about cleaning them, it's just so easy to clean them, and I know a lot of people like the gyres now, and like I said, I've tried them, but you know, all in all, I still keep going back to the MP40. I just really like, especially the quiet drive. I just really like it. I get a nice wave out of it. And, maintenance is easy. The biggest drawback I got on the MP40 is, you know, and that's one of the reasons I was wanting to try the gyres before, was like, whatever end you have it on, you got to watch what corals you have down there, because the MP40 is kind of strong on that end, whereas the gyres, you know, the flow is up top more, so you can get by with having some corals closer to them. That's my 2 cents on for what that's worth.
I'm sorry, I missed a little bit. So you said your MP40s are quiet.
Oh yeah, it's real. The quiet drives, they're really quiet. You know, it's just
Get this stuff
sometimes I
hooked
go.
up.
And I had the old MP40s before, so I know the difference. You know, I mean, they're just really quiet. You know, and maintenance, like I said, the maintenance is easy. And then using the why can't I think of it?
Yeah, I got the old version, so mine are, I can kind of hear them,
Yeah.
but my waves are, like I said, I was tinkering, and I finally got them to where everything is, my LPSs are alive and flourishing. And
Yeah. I mix, you know, I run a couple of different, with the Reef Link I can run, you know, at night I think at night I usually run just a constant 20 or 30% at night, and then in the morning I'm usually doing the Lagoon, and then I do a Reef Crest, and then for about 4 or 5 hours in the afternoon I do the short pulse, get a nice wave going, and then I do
yeah, I did that for months without switching them on and off. I didn't get the best thing. I've been doing this for like a week. I do the constant wave throughout the night, and everything is seems to be
You know, it's Ecotech and they're pricey, but you know, I don't know. Sometimes you.
I mean, even my like Certosas and Digis, like they're actually all encrusted now.
Yeah.
And up on top, I just bought these frags from a frag swap not even a month ago. And same thing with my Jason Fox corals. I got 3 of them. The plugs are completely, within the last 2 weeks. Things are coming along. I think the random flow pattern with the waves,
Yeah.
it's giving it a better. I don't know. It's making it grow better, I guess, if you want to call it. I'm not an expert, but I'm just.
No, I'm not either. I know what you mean.
Because I think they're being cleaned better, with the different sway motions. The polyps, the holes are being, their little pores are being cleaned, so they're actually getting more nutrients, more.
Yeah.
They're and then on top of it, my water, I have like nothing on top. Well, you shouldn't anyways. Sometimes some people get that scum on the top.
Yeah.
Well, with this random wave flow, it's actually causing it to go under. Hey! It's causing it to go under, and then I also have my return lines, which are constantly breaking the surface a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think the clarity is much better with this random wave motion that I got.
I'm
But I tell you,
on the return lines. I'm using those random flow.
yeah, I know you're talking. They're black.
Yeah, and I got those, and that helps. Like you're talking about the top of the water. That really helps
Yeah.
circulation up there too. So I like that too. I wasn't sure.
It's called the octopus, isn't it?
I don't know who makes.
Greek octopus?
Yeah, it's got it's like a little black. Got 2 lines, one here, and then it underneath, and then it turns on and off. It'll flow on a one return line for like say 2-3 minutes, and then it shuts off, and then the other one goes.
No, these are the random flow generators. They go on your lock lines on the end. Random flow. I forget what the
Generator?
Yeah. RSG. Yeah.
Emma, I watched this. I don't care.
Lay down the law.
They don't listen.
I'm too old. It's been a long time since
Get
I
this
had
stuff.
to
Oh man, I got 2 youngins. So I understand. I work from home, so my wife just had to take my 5-year-old to the laundromat, or I wasn't able to work, man.
Oh god, it's been a long time since I had kids.
Oh, listen, man.
Smiling here.
Everyone keeps saying, "Are you going for the girl?" And I'm like, "No way. I'm done with."
No, my daughter is 8 years old, and she thinks she's 18 right now. You know how that.
Hey, listen, guys, I gotta jump out. I just thought I'd jump in real quick on give you my 2 cents on that. Y'all
All right,
take
man.
care. I'll talk to you
Yeah,
later.
good to hear from you.
Okay, bye bye.
All right, Tim.
Yeah, I'm making the change. I'm just waiting.
No, I mean, if you see, I love it. I'm looking at it on the computer. That wave is like it's not hardcore, but it's just enough. And I got 27 inches of water and everything. I know you probably. If you see my, this is my tongue coral. That thing's flowing, not hard, but I've had that thing for 3 years, and see how it stopped? Now it's going again. We'll see. Watch. It'll stop on. It'll like pull. It'll. See how it's almost like. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Hey, give me a second, madam. I just got to take a call from work. All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah. See, my freaking camera is not.
Yeah, I love that wave flow you got going there, especially the surface of the water. I really dig that, man. It's very, very nice.
Like if you see him, you'll see how it'll. I know it's hard because of my thing. See how it like almost stops, right? now, and then it goes again, and then it'll almost stop twirling the lead. Like it'll go, it almost like slows down, and then it goes again.
It's nice, man. It's very nice. I think you got that. I think you got that sorted out. Like, you know, you got that real good. You know.
Yeah, if I could. Yeah, it's just but I mean, things are growing. That's all that matters to me. And like I said, I don't have no high end. Well, I do now, Jason Fox squirrels, but that's pretty much it. You know, I'm happy. They got a lot of caves and different things. It looks better in person, man. The camera on this laptop sucks. So.
Yeah, I was going to tell you. You should like if you can, you could get a better camera. You know.
Yeah.
It'll show off your. Yeah, it will show off all your coral because your tank looks pretty nice, man. And you can't really see it with this camera. But if you had a nicer one, you could even zoom in or something. You know. It makes for a more interesting stream.
So how do I do that? I go online and I just buy a camera that would click into my laptop.
I think
Bluetooth
O knows better, but I use a camera connected to my laptop. But you know, like I don't really have the resources here. But I think you have different options. Like, what are you using to live stream?
Just a camera. That's just what's on my laptop.
No, you're using Google Hangouts to live stream, right?
Yes.
And so you're not using OBS or another software like that. But I think it depends on for Google Hangouts, you ask when he gets free, he will tell you. But I think you can have a certain camera, different cameras. I need to look at it. I don't know right now. I don't know off the top of my. I looked at it last time because I don't really live stream. But I think like you can have one that's connected to your directly connected to your like a USB camera to your computer, and you can have another one that like a HD cam that I don't know where that would connect though. I have to look.
I've been saying I want a better camera, like
Yeah, I can't answer that question. Sorry, man. I wish I could.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, like I said,
I think you can get some pretty good like USB cams that will work for a live stream.
These guys are hungry. I've been feeding the heck out of them because my nitrates are so low. My chalice right here, my one big Halloween chalice, is really struggling. So I'm gonna have
if you're having trouble with nitrates, there's some like you can actually dose it. You can have a nitrate reactor actually.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to. It's weird. It's only my chalices that are struggling, you know?
Yeah, just feed more heavy. Maybe just feed more heavy, and you will.
Yeah, that's just.
Or maybe like feed a different type of food. Like what do you feed? Mostly live food, right?
I do Reefroids, I do Gani powder, I do mycin, I do I do just like chopped up like all different kinds of meats. I forget what it's like, squid and uh, what else do I do? That's pretty much it, right? Yeah.
So if you're feeding fresh or frozen, then that's a lot of decomposition in your tank.
A lot of frozen.
Like if you're feeding fresh or frozen, like if you're making your own food or like as you
Right.
say, you're chopping up, right? So you're probably freezing that and then feeding your fish, right? So if you're feeding fresh frozen, like
Yep.
frozen fresh seafood, put it that way.
Yeah.
Then yeah, that's like it's probably the most nutrient rich you could feed.
Yeah, I do like I squid and then like different things, and I chop. Yeah, it's all chopped up and blended. Like I got a thing where I could chop it up to where they can eat it, and then. What'd she say? Don't worry about her. Tell her not to talk to you right now about it. I mean, I also feed like Rod's Reef. I feed this too. It's a LRS.
Yeah, that's good.
It's got everything in here. It's got, oh man, it's got shrimp, scallops, perch, whitefish, mysin, krill, squid, clams, oysters, rotifers, oyster eggs, oyster whatever, something tissue, unsaturated fats, dried something. Yeah, it's got all, I mean, I don't know. Everything's in here. And they love it, man. My copper band thinks this stuff is like flaming yan, dude.
The nitrate reactor is not expensive. It's it's like a DIY thing, and it's like very very cheap to make. Like once you have it going, it totally fixes your nitrate problem.
So what do you got to do? What do you put in it in order for it to add nitrates? Food?
Yeah, I think it's on Reef to Reef. That guy, Donovan's nitrate reactor. Are you on Reef to Reef?
Yeah, I am. I got my own. I got my password and everything.
I'm just jumping on there while we're talking here, and it's in the DIY section. It's Donovan's nitrate reactor. Not everybody likes it, but I like it actually. So
Is that so Dom? Is it Dev? It's Devin. It's from Reef Dudes.
no, not Devin. It's Donovan. Donovan's nitrate reactor. I'm just where here forums. Do it yourself, and then I'm gonna do a search here. Foreman's, Donovan's Cloud Switch version. Donovan Nitrate Destroyer. Yeah. I'm going to give you the link in call it in Hangouts. Here, I'll put it in Hangouts for you. Donovan's Nitrate Destroyer.
I see it. Yep. Damn it.
It's easy to make. Like you just like put it together. He gives all the instructions how to make it, and you
Right.
just make it as big or as small with the PVC as you want. Like there's here you can, if you want. Can I show my screen here?
Yeah, I can.
Screen share. Share. You guys see it? Can you see it?
Yeah.
So it's just PVC. It's just PVC pipe. This is just PVC pipe. And then this one runs into this one. It's like connected at the bottom here. Can you see me moving my
Yeah.
mouse?
Yep.
It's connected at the bottom. So comes in, you have the carbon source here, whatever you want to dose vodka or whatever. And then you can just comes in from here, and then you dose the carbon in here, and you have like he tells you what he's using, like large bio rings, large bio balls. You see it here? It goes.
Oh yeah, because the bio
Here.
balls. The reason why we don't do wet dry filters is because it produces too much nitrates.
And so it comes
I got
out here. It comes out on this side. Comes in from here, goes from here, goes down here, through here to this side, comes up here and out here. And that's all the medium that he uses.
I get it.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be hard to make at all.
Yeah, it's just PVC. It's like capped off PVCs, and then you just drill a hole and then you cement it to get the two together at the bottom here. And he says this is the aerobic zone and the anaerobic zone. And with this, you know, like even if you only use it like for like I don't know, a little while, like it basically costs, I don't know, it costs you like what, $40 or $20 to make or something like that. Not even. So I think this is a good idea. So, you know, everybody has their own way of doing things. Just a suggestion for you. You know. Yahoo. So, am I still sharing here or not?
Is he still sharing?
I don't know. I don't want to be.
Oh no, you're not. No, you're not. I have this though. Hold on, let me show you something here. I'm wondering if I can make that. It's basically. Let me show you this. So this right here has the two outlets. See that?
Okay.
It's basically it's a reactor, but I'm wondering if I filled this thing up with a bunch of bio balls and put the pump on so it goes in and it goes around it and then comes out, that I could turn this into a nitrate reactor.
You try it. He's got two separate areas. Like one is anaerobic and the other one's aerobic. And
Right.
and it goes from one section to the other. I guess if you put it halfway down, like you separate it in the middle, it might also be able to try that.
Well, I have two different see, I got two different screens.
Yeah.
So all I could do is put the bio balls here in between this. And then from here to here, I can use the other, whatever he's...
Maybe. See if it works.
I'm just thinking, like... think it might work. No, I can't get it. Oh, there it is.
Daddy, Mom,
You have to get it to go, like, you have to get it to go only one direction.
Yeah, did it go down through this tube and then come up through here, and then out?
I think the two chambers have to be separated so that it can only flow in one direction and can't flow backwards. But if you can get it to do that, then maybe. You muted yourself, Dave.
Yeah, my wife called me. She was like, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I was just,
You got to go, or
no. I was just thinking of this, like how I can maybe.
I think he has two separate chambers, and it only flows one way. So yeah, you can try it, man. I don't know.
If the water goes down that center tube, it's all
No,
going
but it's-
one way, and then it's
No,
coming.
but it doesn't. That center tube is not the thing. Like he's got like. Wait, let me show you this again. He's got like one. Let me share the screen. Share screen share. And then, can you see now? Can you see this?
Yeah.
So he's got it coming in here. This is a pump here, okay? He's got it pumping here, and it goes from here this way. See, it's connected with another PVC over here,
Yeah.
and then so it can only go this way. So what you're saying is basically your center tube that you were telling me would be like equivalent to this thing here. So you don't care about, the inlet. The inlet is not the important thing. The important thing, I think,
Right, I
is
got you.
this chamber is completely separated, from this chamber. Now keep in mind, you can make your PVC connection here between the base of each cylinder, the size you want, But the fact is that it won't flow backwards. It's got to flow this way, and it's a slow flow. So that if you read all the document, like he documented it, So if you read what he wrote, it's a slow flow through all the media from this side to this side, and then by the time it comes out here, it's like a slime almost. That's what he's saying, and yeah, it's totally. It's like bacterial.
So basically, you're colonizing your own bacteria, and your bacteria. I got what you're. Yeah, and now you're actually dosing bacteria to your system.
Yeah, he's showing it here, so it looks like you see the PVC here, and this one here. I don't know what this is here. He put a skimmer cup on top. I don't know what that is, but he's got the two cylinders connected together, and they're connected at the base here. And this is
that cup just came off of this one right here.
Yeah, probably.
That was a skimmer. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you just took it off to demonstrate, to show, But yeah, that's it. And he goes through it here, and he shows his tank. This guy was from Malaysia, actually.
And where is that? That's you sent the link to that, didn't you? I want to.
Yeah. You can grab that for yourself, but I just want to show you, for brevity's sake here.
Yeah, that's pretty nifty there.
And simple to make. The only price of a pump, and just the filter media.
I got one of those laying around.
So you could try it, I think for $40 or something, you can't really go wrong. So if you're good at gluing the PVC together, if you have a hole saw, you can just glue it together here, and then it's easy.
Yeah, PVC glue it up, man, and you're good to go.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's,
I want to show you something also. We were talking about McCall Miracle Mud. Like I designed something for the top of my tank, and I wanted to show you like let me see here. So like I wanted to do something where on the top of the tank, the water would flow through different compartment and then flow into my tank because I wanted to grow some. I wanted to put my mangroves on top of my tank. So can you see my screen here?
yes.
Okay, so like this is the side view, and this part down here, I don't know if you can see me moving my cursor here, but that would be flowing into the tank. And I have another this one. So I have the dimensions here. So that was a sketch, and this is the dimension. So the pipe, the return pipe comes into here, into this compartment,
Yeah.
flows over into this compartment, and then flows over here into the tank. And this part flows into the tank. So this is the side view, and this would be what the front view would look like. So it, you know, it would like flow over here into here, flow over here into here, and then flow into the tank. Like this would be into the tank. And
Yeah.
that would hang off. That would hang off the back part of the tank. If you see what I mean, this would like fit on top of the tank, and the edge of the tank would be here. The back part of the tank would be right here.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm actually getting this done, and I'm going to put Miracle Mud in these two compartments. So instead of being into the refuge, it will be on top of the tank, so very easy to swap out, or you know. I thought it would be a good idea. What do you think?
Oh yeah, no, that's cool. I mean, new things for I mean, because then you could put your mangroves or whatever. Then you could put
Yeah.
a light on those, and it kind of give you like a decorative like furniture piece in your living room versus just hiding there. I don't like hiding everything, but I have to. My son will be throwing crayons and Legos in there, and I like to see all my equipment. I mean, this is a hobby for me. I love my hobby, so it's like, you know, I like seeing all my equipment. So I think that'd be cool if you can get the acrylic and or if you can get it made like that. That'd be sick.
Yeah. So like I'm thinking like a rimless on top of my rimless, 24-inch, and make this just slightly, you know, like the width here slightly smaller so that it fits into the tank, and I would like flow right into the tank, into the rear part of the tank, you know. So let's say the tank would finish, let's say about here, you know, and this would be supported somehow, you know, because that would be hanging out the outside of the tank, and then the end of the tank would be right here, and the top of the tank would go across like this here, you know, and that would be the side view. If you can see what I mean. It might be hard to visualize with just one view. I think I have a sketch. I think I have a sketch somewhere down there. But yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. Like, just show you, you know.
When are you having that built, or when are you gonna have that made, or?
As we speak, they're doing it.
See, now if you look at my tank on the small scale, like if you just see me down there with my head moving, the tank don't look too bad. The tank don't look too bad. But once I blow it up, that's when it gets all distorted. So it's almost like the megapixels of my camera can't handle that big of a space. You know what I mean?
Like if you don't move your camera, then it gets sharper. But when things start to move, they start to blur.
Yeah, I mean, I could see everything pretty much. I mean, it's small scale, but yeah, as soon as I click on me, that's when it doesn't look as good. I don't even look as like, my tank looks so much way better than that, like way better than that. And I broke my camera phone, my iPhone. It's getting fixed, so it's kind of
Yeah, you could use your iPhone. Actually,
Yeah.
you could. Then I think I was telling you that last time. You could use your iPhone and join the Hangouts through your iPhone.
Right, that's what I was doing. I can't get into the thing though. Right,
Like if you use the camera on your iPhone, it's a much better camera, right? And then
Oh, yeah.
you could use that camera to like show your tank, and then I don't know, maybe you could get some kind of a like stand or something so that it doesn't move, or you don't have to hold it in your hand. Like you just put it on some kind of a tripod or something. I don't know, like rig something up just to hold it steady, and then you could use that to display your tank, and then you use your, I don't know, maybe use your computer to whatever, like talk or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second, okay?
Yeah, man.
All right. Sorry, man. My wife, my daughter got in trouble for calling her grandmother a butthead, which my side of the family, we talk and say things. We're not, this ain't Beaver Cleaver's house, so we do what we want to do, but she's like, she gets her feelings hurt, so I'm not having it. There ain't nobody gonna discipline my kid for things that we do outside of being around her, you know?
Yeah, man. Hey, Chimp the Reefer is saying everyone's tank looks better and bigger in real life. Hard to get the perspective on camera.
Well, my tank is 7 by 2 by 27. So it's pretty
7
big.
feet? 7
Yeah.
feet?
Yeah.
Nice. Wow, nice.
84 inches by 24 inches by 27 inches.
And the MP40s are pushing water like that from 7 feet away? Nice, man.
At 65%. I mean, I can go bigger, but I'll have water all over my floor. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if I push this like this, my tank is now probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Say 8 feet away right now, and it's still not even in.
Yeah, I wanna see a closer up view, man. Can't really see. You can see your tank, but you can't really see any kind of detail, bro.
You know what? I got an iPad. I wonder, how do I connect this to iPad? Hold on.
Do you have Wi-Fi in your house?
Yeah.
You must have Wi-Fi, right? So connect your iPad to your Wi-Fi first of all, and then go open a browser and go into Hangouts.
Hold on. I'm gonna go to DM's Reeve. This is my daughter's DM.
And then after you do that, you have a question like, help with excessive ALK usage. but calcium and magnesium are good. So maybe do that first and then get to his question.
What happened? What are they asking me?
He's asking for some help. He's saying like, can you help with excessive ALK usage? But he says, but his calcium and his magnesium are good. Yeah, Corey, he was saying that he was just working on his stand before. Man, we got a typhoon going on here. It's like raining like crazy.
Really? I'm trying to. I don't understand why I can't find me.
Are you signed into Google Hangouts?
No, I went under my DM's Reef, but it's not showing up live on YouTube.
I'm checking out YouTube. You're live. You're live now. Oh, you're live on YouTube. I see the red button. And there's 6 watching now.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Maybe just refresh. Try to sign into Google. You don't have to go to YouTube. All you have to do is sign into Google Hangouts.
Okay.
Go to hangouts.google.com.
Google. Hangouts.
Careful, your son behind you.
Hey! He likes to close off. So I'm going to go to Google Hangouts right here.
The fingers. He heard me.
Google Hangouts. I need the password to sign into Google Hangouts.
Yeah, it is your Gmail password, whatever it is.
You know what it is?
Well, I don't know your password.
No, not you. I'm talking to my daughter. Huh. Anyways.
If you can get into your Gmail account, you have a Gmail account, and
Yes.
maybe like your browser saved that password. It's the same password.
I'm getting there. 3003 at
Take your time.
gmail dot com. All right, I got into Gmail. Oh, I hope so. Let's see, I'm not interested.
If you got into Gmail, then just go to Hangouts. Just open another tab. Like just open another tab in your browser, and then go to hangouts.google.com. And you should go right into Hangouts. Like you don't have to sign in because you're already signed into your. As long as that's the
Hangout
same
stuff. Okay, yeah. As long as it's the same.
yeah account that you use. You know, I don't know if you have multiple Gmail accounts or whatever, but if it's the same one, then you should just be able to. It'll automatically log in. You don't have to. You won't ask you for your password.
Yeah, it's asking. It's invalid. We got to find out what your.
Oh, I can't help you there, man.
No, I'm gonna ask my. Well, back to what's his name. He said that he's having problems with.
Yeah,
Everything is nice. Everything's hitting on point, but his.
he says excessive alk usage, but calcium and magnesium.
What does that mean, though? Excessive out.
So his alkalinity is low, but his calcium and his magnesium are good. So mag is supposed to be 1350 and calcium is supposed to be 420. But maybe his alk is like, I don't know, maybe his alk is low, like, I don't know, 7 or 6 or something. I don't know. He doesn't give numbers. So maybe, Corey, you could either jump in or you could type it out. I don't know if you're still there, brother. So first question I would ask him was, is he dosing 2-part or how can get in? Scroll up to the top, like in the chat here and YouTube.
Here, I could put a new. Hold on.
There, all you have to do is scroll way up to the top, and there's a link there. Just click that link. Right at the very top of the chat. It says his alk is 6. So when he gets in or something, you can ask him what he's dosing. Like, is he dosing 2-part or is he dosing Kalkwasser or like what method is he using then?
Alkalinity is 6. That's bad.
Yeah. Yeah. It should be at least like 7.
Mine's 8.3 right now. But I also run a calcium reactor, so.
So there's another link right there. Like, he just threw it in.
It's supposed to be minus K after phone.
Did he get in?
I'm waiting for him because you guys typed at the same time, so I guess you must be trying to get in with that link.
Where's the other tablet? Take it, Em. Get in there and clean that room, man. All right, guys, let me find my other tablet. I know I got tablets all over the place. Still hasn't gotten in?
Not yet. Not yet. I don't see him in the Hangouts yet.
Well, yeah. We're making a mess.
It says
What's up?
I went to the link, but would go to chat. So I think he can't get in. He says his calcium is 430, magnesium is
1350, alkalinity
keeps dropping.
keeps dropping. Well, that's because your corals are probably eating it up, so you're gonna have to dose it. He's probably doing a 2-part, and the 2-part is you're gonna have to get a doser then, because obviously you can't dose it once a week. You're gonna have to dose it consistently throughout the day if you've got that many corals that are eating it. So now you're doing that hyper swinging. So you're going from say 8 or 9 when you dose it. If you're doing 2-part, you're dosing all of that in there, and then it's gradually coming down. And then you're dosing it again, and it's gradually coming down. So
What size is tank?
yeah, what size is your tank? Yeah, he's doing BRS 2-part. So what you're gonna want to do is buy a Jabo doser for probably $80 on eBay. I have one. Actually, I can show you what it looks like. I got it right here. I don't use it anymore, but I have it just in case.
He says his daily is 135 grams.
So this is a doser, and it's a Jabo doser. You plug it in, you calibrate it, and you set it and forget it. And once you notice your stuff, you check it like once a week, and once you do that and you start seeing it drop a little bit, you increase it by either 1 drop, 2 drops, whatever it is, and this will help keep everything stable and better in the long run.
It says he's got a 135.
Yeah, so he's probably got a lot of corals. I mean, if he can get in, it'd be awesome. But dosing would help keep your stuff more of a straight line, because with that big of a swing, you know, and then you blast them again to get it back up, and then it's coming down. You blast them. If you're going to get into SPS, or if you already got them, longevity is not going to be good for them. You're not going to get the growth. Yeah, you're not going to get the growth you want either, because they're utilizing it up too fast. And then, but you know, you want to keep it steady.
Send him an email with your. He can email you, or I can email you the link. Someone can email you the link if somehow it's not working.
Yeah, I don't know how to do all that. I could paste this again and see if he can get in, because everybody else. Does he have Google Hangouts? Let me see if I can do this. Let's see. Put user, remove report, hide user. What if I add him as a meter for right now, and then would he be able to? That probably wouldn't work. Yeah, if he gives me his email.
I'm going to email him. I'm going to send them to him right now.
You have his email?
Yeah, I just posted it up there, so.
Oh, I didn't even get it yet. I mean, he's got a big tank. I mean, it's not small.
Okay, let me see if I can get it. Hold on. I might not be able to.
I'm going to try to find my charger.
It's cutting it off. Can you do me a favor, Dave? Can you post the link in the Hangouts chat, not the YouTube chat?
Say that again, Rip.
Can you post the link not in the YouTube chat, but in the Hangouts chat?
Yeah, hold on one sec. Yep.
Copy it from there.
Hold on, I'm working on it here. God. How come it's not allowing me to, hold on.
Enter chat message or link here.
Add names or email address.
Are you seeing the chat, the group chat in the Hangouts?
No, I did. Oh, wait, I got to go up here. Never mind. Hold on. I'm still rookie at all of this. There it is. All right. I see that you put that, so now I go here, copy.
Control V.
And then, how come it doesn't say repaste? Just paste. Never mind. I got it. I got it. I got it. A little slow, but I'm getting it. I gotta hit enter. How come it ain't? It's there, but it won't let me. It's highlighted in the box down there, but how come I won't? I hit enter. Choose link. Then it says choose file to share with the link. I don't want to choose a file. Maybe I got to shorten it up a little bit.
No, you should be able to just hit enter. Ah, got it. Okay, I see it.
Shorten it up a little bit for some reason. I'm hoping it works.
If you removed any part of it, it won't work. Can you post the other part?
There it is. I do the bottom one.
Yep.
I don't know. My computer's, like I said, it's not the most expensive computer.
Hold on, I'll get that to you.
I found another tablet, and I'm gonna go ahead and.
Okay, I sent that to you. Corey, I sent that to your email.
Rip is all up on top of this new stuff here.
Not at all. Not at all.
You know, all the fancy gadgets or something. I can't.
Are you, Corey? Are you on an iPhone or are you on an Android or a computer? Maybe he can't answer now because he's doing something else.
Did you see my Hold on. You see my sharks and my fake coral?
DM's Reef.
Okay,
Somebody
Very
jumped
good.
in here. How's it going, Corey?
pretty good. I'm at work. I'll be listening to y'all. I'm working on cars.
Awesome.
Working on cars on a hot day.
I know.
So did you hear what he said about the doser?
Yeah, it was going in and out. I was checking a tire on the car when he was talking about it. But yeah, I had one of them and I sold it about 5 years ago, back in the day.
So so if you're dosing two-part, that means your corals are taking up the alkalinity part. I forgot. They're taking up the alkalinity part faster than they're taking up the calcium part, correct?
That's usually how it works. Usually your corals will take up alkalinity way faster than calcium and magnesium. It's supposed to be a ratio of both calcium and alkalinity, but sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. So
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I said, is it normal to dose more out than calcium? But okay, that answered that. I didn't know that. It was just craziness.
So yeah, if you get a doser, you can mix up your two-part and then go ahead and try to set that. So I don't know what the grams are, but I just did it by milliliter, or what is it? 100. You calibrate it for 100 milliliters. Then after that, you would set it. So get everything on spot, on point, and then so once you dose it and you test it, and it shows that it's 8.3 to 9 or whatever you want to keep it at. If you want to keep it at 10, you can do that if that's what your corals like. Then after that, once it's stabilized, then you set your doser for like, say, 4 mLs 8 times a day. So for 8 times a day, that's going to dose your tank very little, very minimal. Then after that, check it in 3-4 days. In 3 or 4 days, if it looks good, keep it there. And then in 2 weeks, if you start seeing it the fall, then you know you need to increase it by maybe 1 ml 8 times a day. So instead of doing it 5, you'll do it 6. So 6, 12, 18, 20. I was dosing, and my 240, I was dosing probably 80 calcium and 130 mLs of alkalinity a day just to keep my corals happy.
I think that BRS has a calculator.
Yes. Yep, you go on there, it'd be a 2-part, then you tell them exactly what you're doing, your size of your tank, where your alkalinity, calcium or magnesium is right now, and it'll tell you what to dose, how much per day. Then you divide that into however many doses. You could do it 10 times a day. You can do it 3 times a day. You can do it 2 times a day. It depends on what you want to do. But if that alkalinity keeps swinging like that, that's the #1 killer in SPS corals. That's more important than anything. More important than calcium, more important than alkalinity. Anybody hear me?
Still there, Coral? Corey?
Yeah, I lost my sound.
Okay. You're muted. Okay, now you're good.
Okay, here it goes.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Yeah, I keep getting phone calls coming through. That's what blowing me up.
So did you understand, or
Yeah.
did that help?
Yeah, out of everything, I mean, I don't know how long you've been reefing for. I mean, you could be reefing for 40 years. You could be reefing started yesterday, but alkalinity, in my opinion, is the #1 element that you really need to watch and pay attention to. Calcium, they combine both of them together, and if your magnesium is way too low, your calcium won't never stay where it needs to be, and if it's too high, you'll melt corals. So I mean, your magnesium needs to be, like you say, 1350. I've had mine up to 1500 for algae problems, but magnesium's good, your calcium will be good, and then it won't fall so quick. It gives your corals time to absorb the calcium. But alkalinity, you want to try to keep it, if you're going to keep it at 8, 7.8, 7.9, 8.6, 15, whatever it is, you want to keep it there and keep that line as flat as possible, because up and down swings, that'd be surely the #1 reason why you're losing corals. If you are, and if you're not, you will be.
Yeah, I'm starting to notice that stuff's going south.
Yeah, that's because of the alkalinity. You're like punching them. You punch them, you let them breathe a little bit because they got their food source. The alkalinity's good, and then once it falls, you punch them again, and then they just can't handle that.
Yeah.
A little bit of a swing is okay. I mean, if you go from like 8.6 to 8.3, then it goes to 8.4 or whatever. 2 degrees, 2 parts per million is not that bad. But when you're swinging from 9 to 6, and then by the time you catch it, you're at 5, that's a hyper swing, dude. That's not good.
Okay.
And it's fixable. It's just, now that if you have that many corals and they're utilizing all that, you need a constant stream. Like my calcium reactor runs full blast, wide open, and I have my solenoid set at 6.6, and I don't touch it. Whether my calcium is low, then I just dose calcium. But my alkalinity is what I look at. My alkalinity right now is running at 8.6 to 8.5-ish, and it stays there, doesn't move. If my magnesium is starting to drop a little bit, or my calcium, I dose that manually, which I very rarely have to do. But if I keep an eye on it, if I have to. But generally speaking, the calcium reactor does everything for me.
Yeah, I prefer calcium reactors myself, but
yeah, smaller tanks. But like you, Corey, I would actually be honest. I would, either look into saving up for it, or if you have the funds already, look into buying a calcium reactor. I mean, you don't have to go all crazy. Like GEO is awesome.
GEO.
But I got a calcium reactor from Octopus, and I got a dual stage, and it works great. You know what I mean? It's got a pump built into it, recirculating pump, and it's a 6.5 diameter tubes. I mean, it works awesome.
Yeah.
You don't have to get all the big bells and whistles if you don't want to, but if you do, hey, that's awesome.
Oh no, I'll probably just get that G-Bo over in the container, that little kit they got on eBay.
Yeah, you can buy a single stage and buy a separate one or what. A calcium reactor, I mean, I've had my CO2 running now for 3.5 months, 4 months, and I still haven't changed my CO2 tank. My CO2 tank is still sitting around 50 parts PSI, and I haven't changed my meat. I mean, you never. It is so economically. You save more money doing a calcium reactor than you would with 2-part. Eventually, your 2-part's going to cost you more than your corals and fish are. I mean, you're just going to eventually they're going to start eating it up. The bigger they get, the more they consume. So the only way to go is either calcium reactor or you're just going to spend a lot of money dosing.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one eventually. Starter.
The upfront cost is a lot, you know, $500-600, but once you have it, they're meant to last, and you're gonna have it. You're gonna see yourself saving more money. You're gonna have more time to enjoy your fish tank versus wondering what's swinging, what's not, what's down.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Like the calcium at that size, at the 135 size, I think like the calcium reactor is lower maintenance is the biggest and steadier water parameters. So smaller tanks you get away with 2-part, but larger tanks like it's smarter to go with a calcium reactor. I think that's pretty much the consensus in the hobby. Like that's everybody's feeling, but you know, it's up to you. Like we're just shooting the shit. You know, just trying to help you.
I found out the hard way. You know, this costed me every month. It was costing me $50-100 just in 2-part every month, and then it started climbing a little over that, and then I was like, you know what? In 6 months, I'm spending what, $1,000, if not almost $1,500 just in 2. I wasn't doing that.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Calcium reactor, I bought it used from a guy that's very reputable and bought the media and everything. I don't even check my stuff anymore. I watch my corals, and my corals will tell me if my Duncans are not out or I start seeing polyps not extended. I'll check my temp. I'll check everything.
The registration's in the glove box. You put that back in registration. But look at just look at this drive belt. Make sure you don't see nothing. Just look it over. It's getting ready to go to Oklahoma. Just look and see if you see anything under it.
Yeah, I want that calcium reactor. I just ordered me a skimmer off Marine Depot Friday, so I do the calcium reactor next.
Now, you don't have a skimmer right now on your tank?
I got a old ASM skimmer, a G3.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what it's under now.
Yeah, an oversized skimmer. Also, when you're going skimmers, you never want to buy what they recommend. So if you buy a skimmer, especially if it's not a reputable name, if they say it does 150 gallons, that's probably for the low end. That's not for the high end of like stock level. And then you're always going to want to go down a little bit. You're always going to want to go 2 times more than what your actual tank volume is. So my skimmer does 500 gallons, and my tank is only 240.
Oh yeah, I got the.
You can run both of those skimmers if you want. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I ordered the Aquamax, that 280, the FC 280. That's the one I got.
Yeah, I got those are nice skimmers. I mean, Reef Octopus has been around since. I mean, I'm 40. I started reefing when I was like 18 years old, and I mean, I had a small reef tank, 55, whatever. Long story short, Reef Octopus has been around forever, and I'm sure they're like Bubble Mag is good. You know, they got other good names, but you can't go wrong with Reef Octopus. I mean, they've been around forever. There's a reason why they've been around forever.
I had what was that classic with the bubble blaster pump, the 2000 on my old tank, the one I had in the wall a while back. I like it.
You got a sump underneath your tank?
Yeah.
Are you still there, Rip?
Yep, still there. Just letting you guys talk.
Yeah, I'm charging up my tablet here in a minute. It'll be.
Whoops, he's gone. I think he dropped out. Oh, that's good. You helped him.
That up. You pick that up. So I'm gonna log into this bad boy here in a second. I got my own little tablet here, and
I think if you have a better camera on whatever device, like whatever device has a better camera, just use that one. Man, it's been raining here for 4 days, man. I can't believe it.
really,
Yeah, it's terrible.
You what?
It never rains here. It's because there's a typhoon. 2 typhoons, one after the other.
oh my god. So now I got it where I'm in Hangouts.
Okay, so what you can do is just mute the volume on one, because if you have both volumes, it's going to feed back. So mute the volume on your tablet, and just use your tablet to present. So I don't see you in Hangouts yet. I should see
No.
TD.
Yeah. It's still like doing its thing. Give me a second here. Then I can get like a little tripod.
Yeah. Some kind of stand to point it on. Some people use their iPhones because the iPhone has a pretty good camera.
Zero 330 at come on.
me check the chat to see if anybody is asking something. Corey said phone dropped out. Sorry. That's okay, Corey. No problem.
Still trying. I gotta set this whole thing up because E. Martin. There I am.
I don't see you yet.
Not yet. It's coming. I'm getting there. It's coming. Says it's calling me, but I don't want to call me. How do I? Okay. So add, create new group, people. How do I jump in though? I would have to send me a link, don't I?
Are you logging in with the same account, or are you logging in?
Yeah, it says right here, DMs Reef, but I don't have a, I can get on there, but it's calling me, see? Oh, I can answer, it says right here, hold on.
Go ahead. All right.
Now.
Mute one of the, mute your, mute it.
Hold on. I muted.
Ouch.
Why is it doing that?
Turn off the, yeah, take it away from your computer. Take it far away from your computer. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I only see one of you here. Like, I should see two of you, but that's okay. Then present your iPad. Use your computer to present your iPad, and then we should see the iPad image on YouTube.
Full screen, full share screen. Just like that?
I don't see you in Hangouts. I don't see your phone in Hangouts. I mean your iPad, sorry. I don't see your iPad in Hangouts, which I should see.
All right, yeah, why is that? Yeah, it's not right. Hold on.
And then I'm not seeing it on YouTube either.
All right, because I made a phone call, so wait, how do I, let me get out of this.
You should.
All right, I just canceled that. Let me, what? What I'm going to do is, I'm still learning how to do all this stuff.
So I think you're not in the same account. If I could be wrong. Okay, I've actually never done it, so I could be wrong, but I think you have a different, it sounds like, and I could be wrong, it sounds like you're on a different account.
So
because technically, if you're in the same account, like DMs, whatever account that is, you should automatically join the call.
Right.
Because
So
you're the one that's streaming, right? You're the one that's starting the stream. So it's your stream. You should be able to jump right into your own stream.
All right, I'm going to try to find my, let me see if I find DMs or D.
And so what you could try is,
There it is.
okay. Hear my voice.
All right, so now I got to go to chat, top chat. I'm going to send the link to there, and then I'm going to copy it. Oh, no, I got it right here. So I can just go to there.
I guess if you wanted to, you could join through YouTube.
That's what I'm going to do. Right.
Easy. What? I don't know the password.
Why isn't it not?
Easy. What is that? I don't know the password. Easy.
It's not allowing me.
What is it say?
It's not saying anything. It's like, it says I'm already in a call, but I still should be able to.
Okay, so then if it's telling you that, then what you'd have to do is create another. Do you have another? Let's say another email account, a Gmail account. You have another one?
No, but see, it's showing me.
I wonder how those guys do it then? Because they
Now
don't seem
they only do it through my. Unless it's just taking too long. Well, let me see.
If O was here, you could have asked him. He knows how to do it.
So I put hello. Did you guys say? Okay, you see that? No.
Are you? Is that an Android device? Yes, right?
Yeah.
So does it have to have the Hangout app?
I do have that. Let me go. Hold on. Let me get out of here. Maybe I.
Because it sounded like you were connected before with the feedback, but I just never saw you on here.
I do have Hangouts though. Here. Hangouts right here. I've used this before. It says ongoing call. But I. Yeah, it's not. I gotta figure this. This is ridiculous. Oh my God, what the heck is going on here? Stop sharing. You don't see this, huh?
I don't. I don't see you in Hangouts. Let me see what I see on YouTube. No, I see whatever I saw in Hangouts is what I see on YouTube.
Why can't I?
Can you use your computer to present your phone?
I'm gonna invite. Hangouts. Go to Hangouts in here. I'm gonna click on the thing. Wait, no. Let's go to people. So it says invite people. Send. Enter the email.
Try it.
I can enter my email. You think? D.Marston. Does it go to this or?
You can open your Gmail on your tablet.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna. All right, gmail.com. We're sign in. Oh my God. I'm so not tech savvy, dude.
Don't worry, brother. Like, there's almost nobody on the stream, and it's good practice for you to do it. Try it now, you know. There was a great white that washed up on the western shore yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
What did they do with it?
Nothing. I think they took it away, like it's dead. Somebody had to post a selfie with the shark on Facebook, of course.
Yeah, it's not. Oh my god.
You know what? Try something. Can you create like a new email? Go to Gmail and like log out of Gmail on your device, and then try to create a new Gmail address. You could make it like something like I don't know, presenter.dm@gmail, whatever you want. You know, like call it whatever you want, but that would be the account that you would try to use to present. Let's see if that works. Like it'll only take you a few minutes to create an account, I think.
I think
You should have told my try to go get
so I'm in my account though, right here.
Can you log into YouTube? Are you able to log into YouTube?
Subway Surfer?
Yeah, I can.
And so when you log into YouTube,
I have a badge and I'm
I mean when you join the stream, join the YouTube stream,
and I have a badge and
and then when you
I got 432.
use the link to get into Hangouts, what does it tell you?
It says that you're already in a call. So wait, right here, it's like live now. Hold on. It says that you're already in a call. So wait, right here. All right, hold on, guys. Let me. Now I need to know how to.
How many keys do you have? What? How many keys do you have?
I'm getting somewhere, I think.
I have.
Yeah, I hear that. Sounds good, actually.
How many
Sounds good.
hoverboards do you have? Guess what? Mia has 82 hoverboards and I have 40.
So comments.
Hoverboards? Yeah.
How come I can't see live chat though? That's.
I have 48. Mia has 82. I have 100.
You have somebody in the chat, Don Martin. How's it going, Don?
Yeah.
That's my wife.
Oh, okay. I see.
I don't see her though, but no, that's probably me.
Yeah. So
let's see. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see.
So use the link to join.
Yeah, that's her.
That's fine. That's fine.
Mommy?
Hold on.
Are you showing
But only two of us in the Hangout still.
I'm talking about down a fish cat, I think he's showing
Jay! You don't need no more cookie. Alright, so I gotta go to her, which would be my tablet, but I can't.
What?
This is crazy, Rip. This is crazy.
So where are you?
I'm still.
Where are you now?
Hold on.
Why are you singing the sentence? Were you watching this sentence?
I'm just gonna go to YouTube again and see if.
Let me guess. It's the sentence. I'm not dying. Go back there. DM's repaint.
live. There's 6 watching. I'm here now.
I'm using one of my.
No, every time I go in there, it says I'm already in a call.
Even with the Don Martin account?
Yeah, it's weird. Like, shouldn't do that.
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't do that. You should be able to, with the Don Martin account, you should be able to get into the Hangouts as a different, like a completely different account.
Yeah. All right, so now it's telling me my password. What's that?
248 coins. Sophia, I just got 248 coins. How many coins do you get?
That's odd, though. It shouldn't ask you for your password.
That's what I'm saying. Not even that. It should just. Why won't it sign me in though? Like I should be able to join. Hold on.
What? It's what is so funny? You don't know what is so funny.
See, because I can actually. I'm viewing it.
So on your iPad, so what is that? That's YouTube?
Yeah, and I can chat. Look, it's under my wife though. I'm wondering if it's because
So yeah, so join the Hangout. Hit the Hangout link and join. You see where you wrote in the YouTube chat?
Yeah.
Try to join the Hangouts.
Hide this channel. Go to channel. She doesn't have a channel.
Go to channel. Go to channel.
She's got 0 subscribers.
No, not go to channel. No. I see what you're doing. Go to like in the YouTube chat on your on your iPad that you have in your hands. Go to the YouTube chat, and where you see DM Reef Tank and the link, click on the link.
Okay, hold on. That's what I did. I went here.
Are you still playing? Are you
And
still
then go to Hangouts with your wife's account.
That's what I did. I went here.
Why are you playing?
So when I go to YouTube on my tablet,
Okay.
what I need to do is get this. So there it goes. Hold on, let me get into Hangout so I can show you because this is delayed. So here it shows right there. I'm live.
Okay,
So I'm gonna
but
click on that.
okay, you should.
So here it shows right there.
You should do with your tablet exactly what you do when you join somebody else's live stream. You know what I mean?
Right, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go up here.
You should go to the YouTube chat on your YouTube.
Yeah, I do that because I'm already logged in. So it's weird. I'm using my wife's name, but I'm under my Gmail, but it still shouldn't matter.
No. You have to log out of your Gmail. You can't. Gmail doesn't allow you to be logged into 2 Gmail accounts at the same time.
Oh.
So you have to log out of your Gmail account. You have to make sure you not close it. You have to make sure you log out.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Hold on.
And then you have to log into your your wife's YouTube account, and then it'll switch over.
He's not.
All right, I gotta sign out, but we're.
What's your sister?
All right, I signed out.
Okay, so now go to your wife's YouTube account, okay, and make sure you're signed in there.
Your sister's sister. She's a boy.
There.
No, it still says I'm already signed in. Why though? I'm out of my Gmail though.
Get a piece of gum and do it back to her. No! I don't want the what? Get a piece of gum and put gum on her. Sophia! Because you're... No! Sophia, get a piece of gum, chew on it for a while, and then put it on your sister. As easy as it.
Nah, I don't know what's wrong with, I don't know. It ain't gonna work.
You have to make sure that you're signed out of both your Gmail account and your YouTube account. Like DM's YouTube account on your tablet. And then make sure you're signed in to your wife's YouTube account.
What? Your sister's a murderer? Yes.
And then if it still doesn't allow you to do that, you know, if you're signed out of both your Gmail, your own like DM's Gmail and DM's YouTube account, and you're signed into your wife's YouTube account, and it still doesn't let you join the Hangouts through YouTube,
Of course.
and maybe your ISP is somehow blocking.
You love red.
I understand that, but you could try using a VPN, but you should be able to join, I think.
So she's a no. She's a major no. Yeah. Seriously? You think of her like that? How do you know she's not going to kill you in her sleep?
So I'm trying to recreate or re-add. I'm going to add me into this. It says skip.
Yeah.
Do you want to add an existing account or create a new one? Existing.
Wait. What are you trying to do there?
I'm trying to add my thing to this tablet because I'm not in. Maybe that'll.
So you want to add your Gmail account to your tablet? Is that it?
Yeah. I'm trying to add it because I'm not in this. I think that's why it's miscommunications here.
What?
There I am. I think I did it. Let's see.
Okay.
There I am. I think I did it.
I never did that. She's lying. Your sister's lying.
What the?
What?
Still ain't allowing me to fucking do it. Signing in.
Extreme. You already know my name. You just said my name. Oh.
Oh, it's asking me if they're.
Did she watch My Little Pony? Well, you sound weird. Where's your sister?
Unbelievable.
You don't send it. What's your name? I'm gonna be so happy if you. Okay, you know what I'm doing?
Same fucking working for shit.
dad's phone. What am I playing? What am I playing? I'm gonna die. Did you die? Did you die? Did you die? Yes. No!
Why won't it let me? It's not allowing me.
You know, I was looking at this. You could also turn off your skimmer if you want more nutrients, right? Simple solution.
Yeah. Yep.
Or run it partial, like don't run it full time, like run it part time.
I shut it off for a little bit, and then I wait, and then I turn it back on. I do that. When I feed, I let it sit for a little bit. Yep. I thought of that. I just need to find. Where is the other iPad tablet?
Are you talking about mine?
No, the other one. The one that looks just like that. Mine. Yes, I do have one. This stupid thing is signed in to your mother's. And I can't. She's got it all jerry-rigged.
Well, because it's hard.
You don't have to do it today, man. You could do it another time if you want.
Very big deal.
Stressing you out.
If you even have one, which I know you do.
It is. It's bothering me. It really
You
is.
don't have a
What you could do,
looking for
what you could do is once you find that tablet, okay, yours, instead of starting the stream with your computer, you could start the stream with that tablet. And
Yeah,
then,
that's what I was thinking. And I was like,
you know,
but I don't know what I. It's got to be. I forget where I put it. I said it somewhere.
You have one.
that's okay, man. We'll get you next time. Brother, my eyes are closing.
No, you're good, but if you gotta go to bed, Rip, I understand, man. I'm gonna keep this going, but I'm gonna look for it.
I hung out with you for a few hours, man. That's all cool. It's all cool.
So
I hate to let you go, but you're all alone in your stream. But seriously, my eyes are closing, man. I gotta get.
no, you're good, man. I'm good. I'm gonna look. You'll be all right. I appreciate it, buddy.
Hey, no problem. I'll catch you next time.
All right. Talk
Go
to
get
you.
her. Later.
All right. Bye. I do not know where the other tablet went. Where did the other tablet go?
All of the tablets are sent to mommy. I'm still
The big white one I had. I had my own tablet.
No, you didn't.
I had an iPad.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I
You
do.
probably broke it because there is no one. I have one. Mom has one. Well, technically, I do. I don't remember you having one. What? My dad took me as a tablet.
What is up? Still going. I'm looking for my tablet.
What is your?
Pick up all these blocks. Because he's not.
I thought your sister was a pink fluffy unicorn. I thought she liked unicorn. She hasn't been crazy about
Pick these up.
I am. Ooh.
Unbelievable. Seriously.
Why did ask her what she wants?
I cannot.
What? What? How dare you? I don't like unicorn. How dare she like me? No. Well, actually, maybe. Sophia, I don't like unicorn too. Yeah. Guess what? I bet with you. Ask Sophia how much you like unicorn. She likes you. I'm gonna kick your butt the next time I see you. Bye. I know you're gonna kick your butt. Yep.
Pick up the shit and get it out of here. Get this shit out of here. Now.
Get the phone, Sophia. I want to make sure.
Now. Get the shit up fast.
It's not mine.
I don't care. Look at me.
What?
I don't know, guys. I don't know where it's at. Looking ridiculous.
How much do you like unicorn?
I said to get in there and clean that goddamn room. Didn't I? Didn't I? What part of that didn't you understand?
How are you? Yeah.
Dad, the book up. Get over here. Pick the god. Now! Give me this. Watch out, Jay. Move. Get up. I gotta figure something out here. All right, guys, let me go here. I'm gonna go to my Gmail because I don't know what the heck I'm Gmail.com.
Yep. It's about to be dead. Dad, where did you put the plug for my charger? Dad, Dad, are you gonna do this with Johnny?
Not right now.
Dad,
What?
can I have an ice cream?
I don't care. What? No, you can do it.
Why can't
Oh my goodness. Maybe now. No, not gonna work. Figured it out. All right, guys. I seen Tina says 3 people watching. No. Stop. I don't know how to send an email. Tina's Reef. Tina's.
Go brown. Go. What's this? And when you have to go back, go this way. Go away, 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 go away. Go away, go away. Go away, go away.
Stop.
Go, Jeff.